Hey
Oh
guys,
shit, we're right on.
We're
it.
rolling. Hi,
Okay, hello.
welcome to Behind Schedule, the podcast. It's your girl, C Money Murda, and I'm here with Atina, the beautiful bitch. Don't get it twisted. Do not get it twisted. How are you?
I'm good. Honestly, it's weird to be on the other side. I'm like a little
Right.
anxious, but we have a great bond, so
We do.
there's nothing to be worried about.
Exactly. And honestly, you're my first person I've ever interviewed.
What a fucking honor.
So I'm nervous too, but we're gonna get through it together. So, quick story time on my side. Me and Athena met drunk in a bathroom at U-Bahn. That's our little spot.
What day was it? Because I was trying to think, was that like a random Wednesday, like
Was it?
during SIPs?
I want to say yeah. Yeah, it might have
I feel like
been.
it was like a weekday
But
spiral.
it was popping.
Because
Like, it
we
was
were having
packed.
a jolly old time.
Yeah, like, it had to be during SIPs. Oh, yo, you know what's crazy? I went there not too long ago for SIPs, like maybe 3 weeks ago. Empty.
Really?
Empty.
Really?
I'm like, yo, what? And like, whenever I feel like feeling Caucasian-y, like, I really like to go there. And
Because all they play is house music.
yes, and it was like, damn, and I gotta fucking cut. But yeah, no, it was empty. So, but yeah, we met in the swing of life, and now we're here.
And it's crazy too. Never fucking give up on what you want to do, because she was drunk telling me about how she wants to start a podcast, how it's always been something that she wanted to do. And this was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And you made it happen.
I know. And like, honestly, you were a really big inspiration. I literally, when I met you and you told me you had a podcast, I like creeped on you for about a week. Like, no creepy shit. But I'm like, yo, this is so dope. And like, you make it look so easy. And it was just like, dude, like, I need to be on my bullshit.
Girl, I just press buttons. You got to just keep pressing buttons.
Right.
And it'll work. You'll learn what didn't work. You'll keep moving forward.
Per. So yeah, but now we're here. What was I going to say? So how are you?
Actually, you're the perfect person to talk to about this. And I told you I was going to talk to you about this on air. So here we go for the first time. So you work at a radio station, right?
Yes.
You deal with R&B, hip hop. I'm sure you're familiar with the 50 Cent, the Final Lap tour.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Ooh,
50 Cent and
let's
Busta
talk
Rhymes.
about it. Let's talk about it.
So I have a message for everyone out there. If anyone, because I know you got love from New Jersey, I know you got love from Philly, I got people from New York, but I'm concerned with Camden, New Jersey. If you went to the concert Saturday, August 12th, 50 Cent and Busta Rhymes, and you saw a white girl, 5'8", slim thick, saying she was me,
no way.
please let me know. So let me I have to
Wait.
grab receipts for this.
What the fuck?
Because this is an investigation.
Do you have a doppelganger? Is that what it's called, doppelganger?
No, because, so to my surprise, I'm working at my job Saturday night. It was really dead, very strange. My coworkers and I happened to talk about the concert. One of my coworkers was like, yo, did you hear 50 Cent is playing? I'm like, no, I didn't hear that.
Right.
That's crazy. So then I get a text, right? And the text reads, hey, Athena, it was nice to meet you. We're going to call him Oscar, okay? This is Oscar from at the concert. I hope you turn up because it's the after party tonight. And I'm thinking in my head, what fucking concert? The last concert I went to was pre-pandemic. It was Georgia Smith and Kali Uchis, and it was phenomenal. And I wouldn't forget if I met anyone at the concert.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
what?
So, of course, because I'm just curious, I'm like, what concert? I haven't been to one in a minute. And he goes, 50 Cent and Busta Rhymes. Stop playing with me. I just met you tonight. And I'm like, you got to be fucking with me. Like,
Yo,
someone's
crazy.
fucking with me. Like, what did I look like?
Mhm.
And so at first he says, you had short hair with blue dye on the top of your head and you was slim thick. And I go, you got to be fucking with me. I go, who is this? He sends me a picture of himself.
wait, hold
With
on.
his name. He says, this Oscar. That's not really his name for some context. I don't expose people. Okay, right? Never met this man a day in my fucking life. So I go, hey, I'm sorry. Someone's giving out my number. I never met you before. He goes, LOL. Okay, it's cool. Me, I'm stubborn. I never forget anything. I cannot let shit go. So I'm talking to my one friend about it. She's like, yo, look up his number on Cash App. His name comes up as Oscar, but let's say it's like a famous known name.
Okay.
Like Oscar de la Renta.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Something like that. I'll tell you the real name later.
Okay.
So I'm like the name in itself, it just feels fishy. What kind of information can I find out on him? So I do what every girl does, and I call up the board of directors of the friend group, the girl who can find anything in a minute, and I say, hey, look up this person. So she goes up and verified. We feel like Max and Neve from fucking Catfish.
Right.
And we're reverse image searching pictures. We're finding out that this really is the person who he says it is.
Okay.
So then I smoke, and I get a little paranoid.
Yeah.
And it's 1 a.m. I'm like, you know what? Why don't we just call Oscar up? Why don't we just ask Oscar what's going on? He doesn't answer me. I'm like, all right, Oscar isn't a girl's girl. Fuck Oscar. What the hell is going on? So then I wake up this morning and he goes, hey, I was sleeping. Like, I can hop on a call now. So I'm like, bet. And I'm like, hey, Oscar. He's like, hey, Athena, how are you? Yeah. I'm like, well, not good, because someone's giving out my number like a goddamn Tic Tac. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, that's kind of weird. And so I ask him, I'm like, did the person look at my number, say something like, oh, I just got a new phone, like I have to read it off, or did they recite it off the top of their head? And he says they recited it off the top of their head, which is even weirder. And at first, I'm thinking like, maybe it could be someone who just like read off a random number to a guy. We've all done that before, because a lot of times if you tell a man no, he'll fucking kill you.
No, literally.
He'll kill you. He'll stalk you. I've had friends who have had to go to the police about it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's not a good situation.
Right.
So he tells me, he's like, oh, I don't know why I said she had like blue dyed hair. She was white, black hair, and slim thick.
But my thing is the name.
The name.
That's
exactly what it is. So I'm like, okay, if there's one thing you can tell me, did she recite it by heart? And he said, yes. She looked at me. She said, my name is Athena. Here's my number. So I'm here today to ask all of you, if any of y'all went to the 50 Cent and Busta Rhymes concert Saturday, August 12th, okay? I think it was at the Freedom, I forget.
The Freedom Mortgage Pavilion.
Freedom Mortgage Pavilion, girl.
I was there.
I was looking up all the tag pictures, because one thing about me, when I find out who you are, so will the Jehovah's Witnesses and the Scientologists. Everybody gonna be on your ass.
And Jesus already saw this, so you stuck. You really stuck, fake Athena.
But also, like, I did have to exaggerate the truth a little bit to get what I wanted. And I was like, this keeps happening. But then I looked back on it, and I have been getting weird texts from men claiming to have met me. And it's just one of those things.
What?
Like, and Instagram is another thing, but with a number, people have so much access to you.
No, literally.
And so I don't know what the hell I did. I know people that I've fallen out with, they don't really match that description. I don't know if this is some in-depth saga, but
that's honestly literally psycho.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
Yes.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
Because one of my really good friends, she was like, she's been in a relationship for like 8 years. So whenever we would go out and like an attractive guy would try to talk to her, she remembered my number and try to like, you know, like put me on type shit. So I'm like, it gotta be something like, it has to be a friend. It cannot be a random foe. Maybe a friend that became a foe.
Maybe.
Like, it has to be.
You never know.
Because the name is what's getting
The
me.
name is what's...
And, like, your name isn't common where you can just, like, yeah, let me pretend to be, like, Athena.
And also, I'm a paranoid bitch, okay?
Yeah.
I live every day...
What are you, like, a Taurus?
Yes.
Yeah.
I live every day like someone's out to get me. I switch up my routes. I post after I leave. I don't take no chances.
Yeah.
So... I just feel like if someone was doing this to get to me, they know exactly how to get to me, because, like, just that thought in my head, I'm like... You saw what happened to Selena with her manager trying to, you know, you never know. People that are closest to you could be out to get you.
Yeah.
And I hate living like this.
Bro, that's psycho.
Yeah. So that is what happened as of today. The case may have come to a halt. It is not cold. I refuse to let it go cold. Yeah, I will find you.
No, fake Athena, we're looking for you because we want answers, bitch. We really want answers.
Who put you up to this?
I wonder how old. Like,
He said late 20s. And I'm like, I'm 24.
Yeah, you're like mid. I'm like 25. I feel like late is like 27.
He said like 27 to 28. And he also said white and short hair. Like, I don't know anyone who matches that description who would be in Camden, New Jersey at the 50 Cent and Busta Rhymes concert. Like, if it was...
Yeah, it was hella old heads.
Aubrey, if it was going to see the Renaissance tour, I would understand that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know.
That's crazy. And there were hella white people for that shit.
Yo, I was looking through the post. I'm like, damn, I thought it would be easier than this.
Right. Hella white people. Like, out of the percentage, maybe 20-30% was black.
Because also millennial white people ride for 50 Cent.
What?
They fucking ride
Bro,
for
they
that
pulled
man.
up with the G-Unit bulletproof vest as if you get shot. Like, Camden's very gentrified now, so you're safe. You're
All
safe,
these white
babe.
girls are wearing G-Unit shirts,
Yes.
custom made. We got the Yankee caps on. I'm like, what is going on?
Yo, I'm surprised they ain't let niggas in with their gun. Like, the way they
Child.
had the bulletproof vest on, that shit killed me. I'm like, I literally stayed. I had to work because we hosted like a little remote thing there.
Mhm.
So I was there for the opener and for Jeremiah. I like kind of was there for Busta Rhymes, and then I had to go to the club. So I'm like, all right, bye. Like, I'm out. I didn't even see 50. But the way they were pouring in, nobody was there for Jeremiah. Nobody. Maybe half the people were there for Busta Rhymes, and he was lit. But he did wear the same outfit that he wore to Roots Picnic. And I was like, you know, money, I guess money, it does have an end.
You're
because
like, damn.
not even you outfit repeating. Like, us people that are like poor to middle class, we don't outfit repeat, babe.
But also, like, you could repeat it like 3 years later. Like, this was a
right.
little too recent.
Right, June to
To
August.
pop out in
Come
the
on.
same fit. Like,
Right. So, but that's crazy. I
Yeah.
hope we find her.
I mean, I will. I will not rest.
No, literally. Oh, I just wish there was like a way. Like, Oscar, come on.
Oh no, there is a way because we have reached combined.
Okay, yeah.
Jersey,
Y'all are
Philly.
on the lookout.
Be on the lookout. Even if you were just there, send me videos of the concert because I'm telling you, I was like full on investigation,
Right.
skimming through videos trying to see if anyone
Lord.
matched the description.
There's
Crazy.
too many. There's too many.
There's too many. It's just
Yeah.
impossible.
Dang. But we don't even know her real name.
No.
Whatever, yo. We'll find her.
We'll find her.
We'll find her. But so here, as you're my first guest, we're gonna do like a little icebreaker thing. I
Okay.
have this little cup,
Ooh.
and we're just gonna pull out and pick a fun question. So you start.
Let's
Ladies
see.
first.
Ooh, I picked two. What is your go-to dance move? Demonstrate. Let me tell you one thing about me.
Demonstrate in the chair, because I'm not shaking my ass for y'all.
I don't have to do much because I'm really just like a little two-step. I'll point and
Mhm.
shout. That's me in
Okay.
the club. I just be pointing, shouting, and drinking. Lately, I've been
shades
getting
on?
I've been
Mhm.
getting too fucked up. You'll see me with a bottle of water because I need to slow down before I get to the club.
Yeah.
But one thing about me, eyes closed, smiling.
Right.
pointing.
Right. I feel like that's mine too. Either like a point or like I'll do like yeah. I don't know.
We love a little shimmy.
Right. But
Keep it
I
cute.
just came back from Toronto and I went to Carnival.
Oh,
And-
really?
yeah, but bitch, I'm not Caribbean at all. I cannot wind my waist. I was not doing all that. I'm literally just jumping like this.
Literally.
Like,
Because I'm Jamaican and Italian, and I'm like, I
oh
definitely
shit, you're
got.
Italian?
Girl, I got my Italian side when it comes to dance moves.
I'm
'cause-
Italian.
Oh, you are? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I'm
Oh
half
my
Sicilian.
God.
Let's
We
go.
love a mixed bitch. But I'm not Caribbean. I'm just African American. But like, that's dope.
You still got the rhythm in you though, because we can still bounce from side to
Right.
side.
I'm doing a little something like this. I'm gonna look cute. Okay, because we gonna look cute while we're dancing.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. Right there. Ugh. Cool. I got these questions off Google.
The best resource.
Ooh, are you a sexter?
A sexter.
A sexter.
Are
Are you a sexter?
Oh, my sexter? Not really. I'm the
Yeah.
type of person that texts to like link up. Like I'll be like,
Mm.
"Yo, what are you doing?" It's not gonna
Yeah.
go further than that.
Right.
I also think that I've just become very paranoid. I'm a paranoid
Like you
person,
said,
if you couldn't tell.
yeah.
But I'm very paranoid about my digital footprint, especially because I foresee things happening in the future,
Yeah.
and it's already enough that some of these hood boogers can say that they messed with me.
Okay.
These little bums can say that they messed with me. So
Right.
to have proof of it,
Yeah.
which I'm sure someone down my past definitely does.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm more just like, stop talking and do something.
Right. I know. I'm not a sexter either. I'm not a sexter at all. I literally was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, dude, I don't think I've ever sent a nude out to anybody ever in my life.
No.
And that's like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I kind of want to do it just to do it. But like, at the same time, for what? Like, how am I going to just be like, here's the pussy pic? Like, what?
I feel like the only person that I've sent a pussy pic to is my esthetician, and she's my best friend. And I've been like, girl, like after this wax, how does everything look? And she's like, bro, you're fine. Use this serum. Like, that's the only person that's gotten a pussy pic from me.
I'm cracking
I can say that with confidence.
I love that for
Love you, Aesthetics by Matilda. If you're in New York,
Okay.
hit up my girl, okay?
And you're a waxer, bitch. You better than me.
Yeah.
I can't.
The only one. The
I
only
can't-
one.
I cannot. Wait, what part of New York do you live in? Or are you from? Did you
I was
live
gonna say
here?
live in. I wish I lived in New York. 'Cause
Yeah.
a lot of weird shit be going on. I'm from Brooklyn, Eastern Parkway.
Okay.
I miss it so
Yeah,
much. I lived
yeah.
there up until I moved to Philly, which was when I was 18. for Temple. And
That's
yeah,
a bad joint.
it's very expensive. So
Yeah, New York.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
start talking more shit so I can get
Right,
get
like-
those dollars.
And honestly, you need to sign up for New York housing now, and maybe in 10 years you'll get it.
Girl, I looked. The only thing I qualify for is like deep in the Bronx, and that's just
okay.
way too far from anything that I know.
No, facts. That's why I'm like Cardi B from the Bronx. I'm like, there's nothing around here. Like, maybe
I don't
like a
really
strip
know
club,
much about
but like
the Bronx.
that's it.
Yeah, I've only ended up there accidentally
Oh, okay.
because I've like fallen asleep on the fucking 4 train. Like,
No.
that's the only time.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your happy hour drink?
Ooh, mine. It gives the seasons. Okay.
Okay.
During the season or the time of day.
Okay.
If it's like if we like were to go out like 4 to like 7,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting an espresso martini. Getting the
Vodka or reposado tequila?
vodka.
Vodka.
But if I'm getting it with any tequila, gotta be blanco. I hate mixing with reposado. I
What?
do. Cause you taste it. I feel like.
See, I like it because I think that the tequila has rested, so the flavors are more present and it's not as harsh.
I feel
But
you.
also, if you're a vodka drinker, that makes sense.
And my thing is though too, I like to taste the coffee.
okay.
Like I like to taste the espresso.
You don't
I
want to
like.
just taste like tequila.
Yeah, I don't want to taste the tequila, but I do love reposado. Like if I'm drinking a tequila like shot or whatever, it's gonna be reposado, like 100%. But that's my other happy hour drink. In the summer, if we're out and there's no espresso martinis, I'm getting a spicy marg.
Spicy
I'm
marg.
getting a spicy marg, and I need the tahini on the rim. That's what it's called.
Tahini.
Tahini.
I mean, we could call it tahini.
I'm getting the tahini on the rim, please, because that shit is so fire.
Tahini me.
Right, tahini, me, please. But yeah, so what's yours?
Mine is just like margaritas. Get me
Right.
a pitcher of margaritas. We'll have a
Okay.
good time. But I also work at a tequila bar, so I'm very
Yeah.
biased. And yeah, I think that I used to get so badly hungover to the point where
Mhm.
I was on my deathbed for like 3 days because
Right.
I would always mix. I would try different spirits,
Okay.
and ever since then, since I've stuck with tequila, since we've been in a monogamous
like, that's your
relationship,
girl.
like we're locked in.
Right, that's your girl. Wait, so do you like honey?
Don't even get me started because I had the worst night of my life at Ubon because I ended up in a section on my birthday
Okay, per.
where all they had was Henny bottles after a night of drinking straight tequila. And I was already so drunk that I was just like chugging fucking Henny out the bottle, driving the boat, which is something
Ooh.
that I am not licensed to do.
Ooh.
And so let's just say I'll never look at Cheeto Puffs the same way. Projectile vomited all over, not even all over, like my
Yo.
door, over picture frames, over books that I had. Like my best friend, she's a fucking real one for taking care of
Oh
me.
my
I literally ran away from
God.
her. That's how you know I'm about to blow.
Right.
If you run away.
When you escape, I gotta escape. I gotta go. Like, yo, that's crazy. And I love
Yeah.
honey.
Oof,
It was tequila.
Ugh.
Honey wouldn't do that to you. That's my girl.
no.
She wouldn't.
When I smell
Maybe it's
it,
both of them.
even when I'm bartending, when
yeah.
I smell it,
Oh, you
it just
can't do
like
it?
triggers me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn. It's one of those.
It's one of those.
Dude, that's how I am with Moscow Mules. I cannot. And that used to be my sis. One time they were just like $5 Moscow Mules at this run bar, like back home in Trenton. I had like 7.
So you're
and
like, bet.
Literally. And then I did like the same thing. Cause I used to work at Bahama Breeze in
Okay.
like Princeton. So I'm working. You know, they open like early as shit, like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm opening, literally ran to the bathroom, opened the door, puke everywhere. Like this. And I'm like
Wait, at work?
at work.
Did you puke in the alley or just like in the front of the restaurant?
Like, no. I'm like walking in. I'm like trying to open and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, damn, like I think I'm about to throw up. I like run to the bathroom. I open the bathroom door and I throw up all over the floor. And I didn't go home. They didn't send me home. I literally said, the proof is in the bathroom. You want to see? Like, I'm not lying to you. They're like, well, are you sick? And I'm like, I'm just like hungover. And they're like, you'll be all right.
Yeah, they make you
It was-
suffer.
I fucking hate the service industry.
Yo, there was one day I was so hungover and it was really confusing. I guess I didn't eat enough, but I didn't drink that much. I had like 2 drinks. I'll tell you where I work later if you don't know.
I do.
We're known
Because you know
for
Brian.
Yes,
Right.
yes. We're known for making our drinks like incredibly strong.
Oh,
so I
goodness.
guess the 2 drinks are what fucked me up.
Yeah.
But when I tell you I was throwing up from 9 a.m.
At
till-
work?
Yes,
Yeah.
till 12. I was crying on the disgusting bathroom floor that I'm pretty sure someone has both fucked and taken a shit on before. But I didn't even care.
ew.
I just needed to feel connected to the ground.
Right.
I was throwing up so bad that I ended up leaving that day and giving all my money from the tip pool to like my coworkers. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna give you all my money. Like I feel like absolute
You're
death.
nice. You throwing up and now you're out of
Because also it was my work homies. Like you can't do that to the people you fuck with.
Right.
If it was other people, then maybe I would have been like, but
yeah. No, I feel you.
I felt awful because I was doing nothing but just sitting my
throwing
sorry
up.
ass on the floor.
Yo, it be like that because the service industry is literally like a jail cell. Like
Yeah.
you could throw up in front of a customer. Maybe they'll send you home.
I've seen people who have sliced their hand open, go to the ER, come back with stitches, and keep working.
No.
Like,
no. Literally. My one friend, she got into a car accident. I don't know what happened, but she got into a car accident on her way to work. And she like called and was like, hey, like, I got into a car accident. Like, sorry. They're like, oh, but like, is your car okay enough for you to come in? Like, can you all fucking relax?
how about me almost losing my life? How about that?
Right.
Let's talk about that.
Exactly. Like, what? But yeah, girl. I can't wait. I can't wait till I'm rich and done bartending. Like, so over it. Let's see. Name your best cookout plate. What gotta be on the plate?
Oh God, this is gonna disappoint a lot of people. I've been a vegetarian my entire life. Like I was raised that way, so I'm like, yo, they got like veggie glizzies at the function. Like, give me some mac and cheese. For the most part, I'll just always eat my mac and cheese.
Okay, so
I'll
you're
have
like
my
a
little
sides.
salad. Yeah, I'm a sides
girl.
type of girl.
Okay.
But I'm just very like picky and limited. So
damn, you like potato salad?
Eh.
Bro, I've been craving potato salad.
You know, I like
don't
coleslaw though, which is very
right.
interesting.
And you gotta be, but you're from New York. You're from like the delis,
Yeah.
delis and stuff. All the delis got good ass sides.
No, they do. They
Yeah.
definitely do. But like, I'm telling you, like, I'm gonna just be sipping on tequila, eating my little side of fries and mac and cheese and calling it a day. So sorry to disappoint.
Do you feel like, as a vegetarian, you have to like bring your own food everywhere?
Yes and no. I feel like compared to when I was growing up, like I mentioned, my dad, he's Jamaican. He always owned health food stores. And so
Okay.
back then you would go to like the Caribbean health food store and get a lot of like different alternatives there. But now there's like Trader Joe's. Now there's a lot of more mainstream products, I guess I would say, where there's usually always something for me, because also a lot of my friends have changed their eating habits naturally as well. But it's never like, I hate to make it a thing. It's one of those things where I'm always just like, whatever, I'll be fine. Like, I'm good. I always make sure to eat beforehand just in case.
Okay, yeah, right. Dude, I'm trying to make that switch. I'm at least working on being a pescatarian, because lab chicken, that shit is scary. The FDA just approved lab chicken being created.
Really?
Like, that's disgusting. It's literally gross. I'm not doing it. So somehow I'm just going to stop eating meat. And red meat's already been bad for you. So, like, I feel like I can do it. It's just like me actually doing it.
Well, it's also one of those things, if you're just used to eating a certain diet, it's hard to make that transition. Like for me, it was never one of those things where, I mean, when I was younger and kids would see my food at lunch, they'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? I'd be like a little insecure about that. But when you get older, it's not like,
it's like low-key a flex.
But it's also just something I don't even think about. You know what I mean? And so I think it's a lot more difficult when you're someone who's always had meat your entire life. I would start with like Beyond Meat, because for me, as a vegetarian, I hate it because it tastes just like meat to me. The texture, the smell. So that might work for you if you want to make that transition. But like, hey, if you can find ethically sourced chicken or whatever it is that's your meat of choice, like, and you like it, there's a lot more protein that way, especially if you're trying to get the gains.
Yeah, it's just hard.
It is hard.
It's hard. But before I become a vegetarian, let me tell you my cookout plate. So I'm getting a burger. I'm not getting a glizzy. I'm sorry. I'm not a glizzy girl. I'm not a glizzy meister. But I'm getting a burger. I'm getting a cheeseburger. And I need the baked beans. People love to hate on baked beans.
Interesting.
I love baked beans so much. Like,
really?
It's actually disgusting. Like,
do you eat it alone?
I would eat it alone.
Do you put it on toast like how the British people do?
No. No, we're not there yet. But I'll eat it just alone. Like, if I'm like craving baked beans, pop it in a little pot. Yo, but I'll eat baked beans, potato salad, macaroni salad. If you add like the little, like the poppies, like with the Spanish people, I'm getting some rice and beans.
Of course.
And yeah, cornbread.
Cornbread.
I love cornbread.
Definitely missed that one.
Yeah.
That's on the list of sides.
Right. All right, is it your turn?
I think so. What petty thing that people do gets on your nerves?
Ooh.
Okay. Well, I have a list. Because I can be very petty at times,
Okay.
but there's also times where I just get aggravated by people being petty. You know, that will really bother me. Um, but I think I hate, and it's particularly with people that I date, men that I date. I hate when I take a little while to answer because I'm busy doing something, and it becomes like a game of who can go the longest without talking to one another. That shit pisses me off because I'm the type of person, if I see it in the moment, I will respond, or I'm busy.
Yeah.
Or honestly, I don't really give a fuck. And like, that's, you know, fucked up sometimes to string someone along in that way. But yeah, I hate when someone is trying to match my energy out of pettiness.
Yeah. Ew. That's ick.
Yeah,
That's
major
literal ick.
Like, you will get blocked, and you did get blocked for that. You know who you
You
are.
got blocked, bitch. Purr. I would say mine, and this is so fucking petty, but I'm sorry. Anybody over 70 just really irks my fucking nerves.
Wait.
I fucking hate old people. And all my friends know that I hate old people. I hate old. You ever seen an old person eating ice cream?
I think it's cute.
No, I hate it. I hate it so much. They'll like eat the ice cream and the ice cream gets into the wrinkles on their lips.
Okay.
Disgusting.
All right.
Like, just the old people smell. I don't know why. Like, I love like my old people. I do. Like, I like y'all, but like, it's just anything like old people. And then old people just be so aggy. Like, they just don't be with the times. Like, but I'm talking like old, like gray hair, like wrinkles, chin down or forehead down, like that kind of old.
When you were younger, were you afraid of old people or older people?
I don't think so.
Because they used to scare me.
Really?
Yeah, they used to scare me. I think it's because I knew that they were like close to death.
It's like, bitch, this is the Grim Reaper walking. That's so fucked up. Yo.
But I think that's how I felt. I was like, oh my God.
But now you think they're cute.
Yeah, I think they're cute.
No,
There's certain ones that I think are cute, and certain ones that scare me, like old men.
Yeah,
old men
are
out.
very scary. Old white men.
Yeah.
Really just.
My Uber driver today, I'm like, keep your eyes on the GPS, buddy. He's like looking at me through the rearview mirror. I'm like,
please.
Ain't nothing to see here. I'm like, if you go off course, especially when you have to go through Fairmount Park.
Yeah.
I just like, again, I'm very paranoid. I just see this image of someone like stopping the ride and like, going on a whole other mission. So yeah, like old men scare me. I get that.
Yeah. And like just old people eating. Anything like really,
close your mouth.
Literally. And it's like the food be in like their little lips because they don't got lips. Their lips be this big. Like, no. Girl, no. I fucking hate old people.
I wasn't expecting that.
And that's so petty. It's literally so petty. It's no rhyme or reason. Like, it's just looking. Like, I look, I'm like, ew. All right, let's see. Okay. Say an embarrassing experience.
An embarrassing experience?
Yeah. Like, have you ever been embarrassed?
Oh my God, I'm embarrassed all the time. I'm walking embarrassment. I think that as I've gotten older, I've started to care less because I've realized that sometimes there's a great story out of it.
Right, right. Do it for the pod.
Do it for the pod.
Right.
Literally. Whenever anything bad happens to me, I'm always like, could be a good story. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, how can I be like TMI?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
I'm so TMI.
I was going to talk about this on Talk Your Shit, but whatever.
We'll do a collab.
So I was engaging in, you know, sex with a man. And so we're like doing the deed. We're doing the deed. And then the condom comes off at one point. And so I'm like, all right, like that's kind of weird. Maybe we should get like a smaller size or something, you know? Because like, let's be real. Like,
wait, you said this to him?
No.
Okay,
no.
you're thinking
But I'm saying just in general, and he's not like not well endowed. Like he's a good size. But you know, like just like how shirts can fit you incorrectly, like if it's coming off, a lot of people be like, oh, like you got the snatcher. Like, no, it's too loose.
Right.
Get a new one.
Right.
So we continue going, get another one. Then we stop. He finishes. As he finishes, he's like, oh shit, like the condom came off. And I'm like, okay, so like, where is it? We're looking around, flipping sheets off the bed, fucking damn near flipping the entire fucking bed at this point, looking for this shit. And so he's like, well, open up. I'm like,
Yo.
I'm like, there's no way. This nigga fucking puts a flashlight on his phone. I'm standing there like
This
I'm
is
at the
giving
gynecologist
yes.
with a flashlight up my coochie. Okay? For all I know, maybe
Yo.
there's another pussy pic there. Who the
Right.
fuck knows with technology?
He's like, hold on.
But
I'm actually recording. Like
this man is like sticking his hand all the way inside of me like a goddamn pap smear. Looking, can't find it. I have to go do whatever I have to do the next day. So I'm like, all right, whatever. It's probably there. Like, let me know if you find it. Right?
Yeah, right.
So I go home. Still nothing. I'm feeling like a little uncomfortable. I'm like, that's kind of weird. And then I end up going on like the worst bender of my life. I'm drunk for the next couple days. I come to, I'm using the bathroom. Bitch, why does the fucking condom come out of me 3 days later? 3 days later?
Okay, it's about to be like real TMI, but did it smell like anything? 'Cause you know
I was not
condoms-
smelling that shit. It went right in the toilet.
No, I would have smelled it, yo. Like, ew. But I'm weird like that.
But like, how far up did it have to fucking travel? So just wear
Right.
condoms that fit you properly, so that way
Please.
you don't have to have a man who is not a licensed gynecologist stick his iPhone 10 flashlight up your
Right.
vagina.
Well, maybe that's why it went up so far, because he was basically trying to-
Probably.
yeah.
he
like, I
probably
made
pushed it all
worse.
the way up. That's why you should
Literally.
go to a professional.
No, yeah, but that happens. That happens often.
It happens all the time. But 3 days later?
Yeah, I don't know. Bro.
Like, what would have happened if I didn't find it?
Bitch, you would have made rubber.
And no, I'm not pregnant. No babies on me this summer. Let's go. But yeah, that was mortifying. I haven't
Yeah.
experienced that before in my life.
Wait, so where did you pee?
At my house.
Oh, that's not
Like,
that's
I-
not embarrassing.
No, but I had gone to the bathroom like a couple. The
Okay.
embarrassing part was him fucking
Yeah,
sticking a
that's
flashlight up there.
yeah.
I've never felt more vulnerable in my life.
Oh my god.
I'd be
ew.
looking, I look at my coochie in the mirror, I bend over and everything, but like a flashlight,
Right.
like
even me and the guy, no, we not even tight.
Like,
Like,
come
that.
on.
Like, oof. You know, bitch. I would have been like, ooh.
yep. But I mean, if you're gonna engage in sex with someone and that happens, they should be
Let's-
willing to stick their hands and a flashlight up your cooch.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
kind of sweet.
Yeah, it's
It's
kind of
kinda cute.
Like
That's actually kind of cute. Like
that's probably like the sweetest thing he's done for me.
I hate him. I hate him.
You're like, I don't even know him, but
Yeah, like, I really don't like you. But thanks for actually no, because you didn't even get the fucking condom out, bitch. So, but yeah, so I think the only embarrassing thing that comes to my head, so it happened. All right, let's go back. So in the winter, winter, and this was before I had a boyfriend or whatever.
Mhm.
So in the winter, you're lonely, you're on Hinge, like, dating apps. So I matched with this guy. Let's call him, can't think of a real name. All right, we're going to call him John. That's cool. So,
all the Johns that follow you're gonna be like,
yeah, John, it's about you, babe.
not you, boo.
So,
wish.
right. So me and John, we match on Hinge, and it was just kind of one of those things like, we talked for maybe like 8 hours,
Mhm.
and then he's like, oh, like, do you want to hang out? And I'm like, fuck it, why not? He lived like close by, so I'm like, cool, we'll just hang out, whatever. I'm like a social smoker, so he asked me to smoke. I was like, yeah, like, I'll smoke, whatever. Cool, whatever. We hook up, but wait, so hold on, I'll make a plate. Time out.
Rewind.
So, whatever, I go to his house and I meet his roommate, but like on like, oh, like this is so and so. Hi, whatever. So we hook up, whatever. Never talk to him again. He ghosts me. Cool. I'm back on Hinge. So then I match with so and so.
Okay.
So, John's roommate.
Mm-hmm.
I match with so and so on Hinge, and I'm like, hi, like, I'm Carly. Nice to meet you. And he's like, oh, like, we already met. Like, you came over with my roommate one day, and da 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 da. Like, let's just be friends. Cool, whatever. Never talked to him again. A few months later, I'm here at the fucking radio station at the front desk, and so walks in the fucking building, and it's like, hey, like, it's my first day. Like, my name's so and so. I'm like, oh, like, I'm Carly, and I'm like, yo, no fucking way. And mind you, this is the day after my birthday, so I still have like, I have one fake eyelash on. Half my makeup's just drowning in my face. I woke up hung over, like, hair is met. I looked crazy. I literally looked so nuts. And he's like, hey, like, and then I was like, or no, he was like, oh, like, did we like meet before? And I was like, nah. Like, no.
No, never.
But we did. And that was the most embarrassing day of my life. And I'm like, damn, like, I was just looking bad. It was just weird, awkward. Like, the way that the city is so fucking small, bitch.
Yo.
And there's Power 99 down the street.
Yeah.
Literally down the street. Like, you want to work here?
This city, when you meet someone, you have to be prepared to be connected by
Literally.
at least 3 or 4 people.
And, like, even just, like, hella baby moms. Like, come on.
Don't even get me started because don't even get me started. The one thing about this city is every single man I meet, and I'm like, every single man in America, no, but every single man that I've met so far, just my opinion, before y'all start.
Right.
I keep meeting men that have children, that have felony charges or misdemeanors or...
Do you have a type? Because it's giving.
Yo. No, but I'm also the type where I date all different types of men from all different walks of life. Like, I've dated all different kinds of professions, all different races.
Mm-hmm.
I think that a lot of the issue has been I've met a lot of them outside, which is something that I've tried not to do. I even at this point think that the apps are a bit of well, they are terrible. They do feel like edging because you like almost get to the date, you almost become something with them, you almost get a number, but like then some fuck shit happens. Then you get a text from a girl like, "Who the fuck is this?" at 2 in the morning.
I was just about to say that.
And so through that, there can be a lot of frustration.
Yeah.
However, I will say, I've been dating in the wild, in the real world, for like the past year. I just recently got back on the apps. I haven't been on a dating app in probably like a year. And it's just like 10 times worse, it seems, in the wild, because you're meeting people, like they're cool. And not saying that there's anything wrong with having a child, but a lot of the men that I've met are deadbeats. And one, I don't want to be with a deadbeat. I also feel like a lot of times there's always still feelings lingering. Like, I'm just a girl that you just met. This is someone that has had your child, that has been through monumental moments with you in your life. I would hope would be a very important person in your life, and is going to continue to be someone who's there regardless of what happens. But I don't know. I just feel like I'm 24. I do not want to have kids for like another 5 years.
Period.
And so I think that it's hard, but I keep fucking meeting people that have children.
That's literally crazy.
I don't know.
That's so crazy.
I don't know.
But yeah, no. If the baby is
under 5, the relationship's still alive. Yeah.
Yeah. Because no. And I'm not trying to be no one's stepmom, respectfully. And at the end of the day, they should put their kid first. And the fact, it's like, one thing is like, if you're like, oh damn, like I gotta hang out with my kid, I get it, but it's like I kind of wanted to hang out with you.
Well, it's also like, you never want to seem like the type of person where you're like, damn, I want you to be present in your kid's life. But then also it does take away time from your life. Because it should take away time. Like,
exactly.
That should be your first priority. However, when you're a single person without those responsibilities, why would you want to sacrifice time? Because when you really fuck with somebody, you want to be up under them all day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Why would you want to give out on the honeymoon stage?
Right. And then you're like, damn. But also another ick is like, if you're not taking care of your kid, I'll be like, damn, I did a fucking deadbeat.
Yo.
Like,
tell me why I dated, I'm going to use that term loosely, because we were exclusive but not together, which means he was fucking other bitches, clearly.
Right.
But didn't want me to do anything because you know how that goes.
Right.
He didn't tell me that he had a child for a couple months until after we were talking, and the kid lives like,
that's the weirdest.
Yeah, the kid lives like away from him, but once he told me about the kid, and the kid was like 2 at this point in time, which is very young. He told me about the situation with his baby moms. He was like, they're completely off. It didn't really seem like amicable. Then I started finding out more information. I started finding out how much he was complaining about child support a month. And I'm like, $200 is not a lot. $250 is not a lot.
For a fucking kid,
For a
bro?
kid. That's some diapers. That's shit. That don't even cover daycare. That doesn't even cover like a week of daycare.
Literally.
Daycare nowadays is like $500.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit made me uncomfortable. Because like, oh, I've been in public with you.
Right.
And you're not taking care of your kid, but you're popping bottles in the club? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, bro, that's weird. That's weird. But anyway. But okay, so we're at like 40 minutes. What's your vibe? Like, you want to keep chatting? We have like more questions.
It's complete, girl. I'm like, you take the wheel. It's completely up to you.
I don't really know. I feel like we could talk forever.
I mean, yeah, no, we definitely can.
Let's just do a few more.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. We're here, and you're here with us. All right. Let's see.
That's also the one thing when you do podcasts with other people, it's going to be a lot longer.
Hell
typically
yeah.
because I feel like whenever I've tried to do solo podcasts, which I've never successfully done, I get to a point where I'm like, like, what do I say? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait, let's like talk about your podcast. That would be cute.
Yeah, we can.
Not like
that would be
cute,
cute.
but, like, so, like, tell us like how you got your idea, what kind of, because I know you have a lot of guests that you bring on too. Like, what's your vibe?
Well, my podcast is called Talk Your Shit. It's the place for all things messy and out of pocket in Gen Z, sex, and dating. I started it because I got pushed into a closet ass naked by the FedEx guy that I just happened to fuck, who happened to deliver packages to my house.
Wait, was it like hot or like creepy?
Well, I got pushed into a closet because he set me up because his girlfriend that I didn't know that he had, and she pulled up and wanted to jump me. And I was 18 at the time. If you want the full story, because it's definitely been a pivotal moment in the podcast history, go ahead and listen to episode 1, the emergency exit. But after going through one of like, actually at this point, it's not even the craziest thing that's happened because I was 18. That's 6 years ago at this point, you know? But after going through something that I just thought was so crazy, no one else could relate to, and I talked to my other friends about, and I started to hear how common this kind of thing was. I started listening to sex and dating podcast a little bit more, and there's one podcast that I really love, Horrible Decisions.
That's my
People
shit.
say,
Yeah,
that's my shit.
That's my
and
shit.
Mandy and Wheezy, they're millennials. They're, you know, corporate women who talk about black kink, which is lovely and it's phenomenal. And I can relate to a lot of their stories. And then there's like Call Her Daddy. There's Sophia with an F. And I would listen to a lot of these different podcasts, and I felt like I could relate to a lot of things. But I also felt like the majority of people who were speaking on these topics were like 5 years older than me, 7 years older than me. They were reflecting and talking about where they were at currently, as opposed to the same age as me, and going through what I was going through in real time. And so I felt as though a lot of our generation, Gen Z, hasn't been represented in real time. And so I wanted to create a space because I have a lot of friends from all different walks of life who have been through even crazier shit than I have. And I've also just been, I'm a sexual person. I love dating. I love connecting with other people. I find hearing about people's scariest moments, weirdest moments, fetishes, sex professions, very interesting. And so, yeah, that's kind of how it all came to be.
That's so dope. And that's some real ass shit though, because literally everybody, like, what, Alex Cooper's like, what, 28, 29?
Yeah.
Mandy and Weezer are 30s. Come on, babe. Like, but I think about it, like, yo, what is, but then again, maybe I just need to expand my horizon. I feel like Gen Z is like corny, not corny, but like, can y'all do some wild shit so like we can fucking talk about it? Like, damn. Like, and then I like say my wild stories and my friends are like,
I feel like we're pretty wild. I just don't think that we have the representation that we need right now, or at least the mainstream representation.
Right.
Because like, I know you know me. We know a lot of other girls that are just like us. You know what I mean? And so it's like through doing stuff like this, you have these kind of conversations, which encourage other people to also not be ashamed and laugh about some of the moments that others might deem shameful or uncomfortable because they're normal. You know?
Exactly. And like, I don't know if this is like for your case, but in my case, like if I told my friends like all my crazy shit, like whenever they have like a whole thing that is going on, like I'm the first person they call. Literally the first person. I'm like this was like 2 seasons ago, babe. Like, come on. You're just happening. This is happening to you now and you're 25. Like, but yeah, that's super dope. Like, I'm glad that your platform is for that. And I can't wait for it to take off for real, for real.
Girl, I'm like, y'all gonna get sick of seeing me because I've taken a little break.
Season 2 or season 3?
Season 4.
Season 4?
Season 4. I've been doing this shit since I started this idea in 2018. Like my my freshman year, the end of my freshman year of college. And then I put out my first episode in 2019, and I had just been doing audio. And it's one of those things too, as an audio podcast, it's really hard to get people to listen at first because nowadays like and social media is just video is everything. So yeah, I've been doing this for almost like 4 years at this point.
Dude, that's so dope. That's so dope.
Thank you.
Like, and it's like, especially since you keep going, I feel like that's one thing Gen Z like lacks is consistency.
Well, it's also like if I'm gonna put my coochie business out on the internet, I have to make something out of it. Like, I'm not just here telling y'all about how I got a condom stuck in me just to be talking shit. Like, there's power to it. And it also is trying to educate y'all. Like, make sure you wear the correct size.
Please. Oh my goodness. But that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm jealous. I'm late. I'm mad
Girl,
late.
no, you're not late.
Behind schedule.
That's also one of the things, though. I mean, yeah, very on brand.
Right, very on brand.
Very on brand. But what I will say is I feel like podcasting has shifted to become the new YouTube channel. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Obviously, we use YouTube as a platform to our advantage.
Yeah.
I will just say, though, that I think if you want to start a podcast, if you want to be a fucking dancer, a vlogger, whatever it is you want to do it. It doesn't matter when you start, because the industry has always been oversaturated. It's just in our face now, and we all have these tools at our disposal where it feels like, oh my gosh, everyone else is so big. Why can't I be like that? Or I should have started before and I'm just getting on. Like, no, what makes you you? What do you bring to the table that others don't, and just capitalize off that?
Yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts.
Because there's only one Carly.
Okay.
There is.
There's only one Atina. Her. But yeah, no, that's awesome. And I'm wishing you the best.
Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it.
I'm not going to lie, though. I'm actually really starving, though.
No, I feel that.
All right.
I definitely feel that.
Do you ever been to Bodega?
Bodega. Yes, I have been to Bodega. One of my coworkers, I think, might work there. We should go to Bodega.
We should go, but their tacos are ass. But the other food is actually like really good.
Hey, I love an empanada.
Okay,
I love a good,
right? I'm getting an enchilada. I'm an enchilada girl, babe. But yeah, so we'll just end it here. Athena, thank you for being my first guest. You're so beautiful, and I love you.
It. Thank you so much for having me.
And you make me feel like a normal person.
Stop.
There's not a lot of people like that. They be thinking like, this bitch okay.
No, I love your energy, your vulnerability. You will be seeing her on my podcast. It's dropping soon. I can't say when because we got to get this money right.
Okay.
But follow me on Instagram at Does She Ever Shut Up? No spaces. I changed it. And my name is Athena. Also Atina Rose on the podcast because I was really scared about my family hearing me talk my shit. But my family is very supportive. Yeah, I'm a paranoid bitch. I have anxiety. I should be medicated. But you're going to see Carly on the show soon.
I'm so excited. I'm going to tag all her links below and make sure y'all keeping up with her. Keep up with me. And yeah, so that was another episode of Behind Schedule, the podcast. We out, bitch. Bye. We're going to go sip. Okay, cool. All right, let me stop.